welcome to Adventures in Glass with Doug. That's me. I'm going to show you some pieces today that I'll let you figure out what you think I'm going to do with them. I am going to build a garden sculpture out of glass. This one might be one we would keep inside, or at least in a sheltered spot outside. Let's see what we can do here. Let me adjust the camera so you can see some of these pieces that we're going to work with. First off, I've got this great vase. It is frosted, but it has some clear spots with some, I don't know, Japanese or Chinese Oriental style lettering on it. I think that's a really cool one. It's clearly it's clear glass that's been tinted. I've got some other rose-colored type glasses, probably depression glass. I don't know. We have a bowl. We have a plate that tends to look clear unless you look at it from an angle. We have, again, as I said, sort of a candy dish. I have a sphere, one of these decorating spheres. And I have, some lights, battery operated lights. So, which are interesting. When I was going through all my lights and I was trying to see which ones were what color, I initially turned this on and I thought, oh, that's a red string. But as I put my batteries in it today and was looking at it, it went and changed colors on me. So we have a color changing light that I think will be really quite fun. All right, this is going to have to go in a couple different stages. So let me move some of these out of the way and get it ready to go. My first step is going to be to take the two of these pieces and fasten those. Then take my sphere and put it there. So I'm going to assemble these three pieces first with my trusty silicone. I probably should say every episode I use, get another tube, I use GE 100% silicone. This is from a link that I have posted in the description. Through Amazon, you can get like a 2-pack a lot cheaper than you can if you go to the hardware stores. Although it comes in blue and black and gold looking tubes, and as far as I can tell, they're all exactly the same. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose the color on this rim because that's how we're going to be fastening it down. The gold rim. Hopefully today our adventures will be relatively simple. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, you know we've had some interesting things happen. We had the thunderstorm that quickly changed our plans. We've had visitors to the video, the hummingbird. We had an audience of 4 or 5 deer out in the backyard, which is not uncommon for us. Actually, this morning I had a look out there and I counted 9 or 10 between the does and the fawns. They kept moving around, so I'm not exactly sure I got the count right. Step one complete. We're going to move this off to the side to let it dry. We'll come back to final assembly on all of this tomorrow. Okay, told you I wasn't going to preview everything for you, let you see it develop. So here's next step. This candy dish bowl I think is going to be perfect as a base for our large vase. So checking those surfaces, I think we'll be fine. Putting a generous layer of silicone. We're going to let that dry also. And so our two pieces, I think you can kind of see where this is going. Our two pieces will have to go together tomorrow when they have dried. And I've got some other little surprises for you as well. So we'll be back tomorrow. Okay, we're at day 2. We've given our silicone a little chance to dry. And we want to kind of wrap this up. We really only have 2 things to do. One is to have some fun with the lights. Ooh, that's right. I didn't really tell you what I was going to do with these. But I'm going to take these and position them inside the vase. Unfortunately, I don't have a really good way of hiding our battery pack. So I'll show you what I did. Let me take the batteries out because they're kind of heavy. The extra bit of cord that you get with the lights really isn't long enough to get this battery pack down on the ground or underneath. So what I've done is to attach the back panel onto the back of the vase. Not ideal, but we don't really have much other choice. It will allow you to slip this in the holder, change out the batteries if need be. You'll have access to the button there. In the meantime, though, I want to hold that in place with some tape without pulling all the rest of the lights back out. You can see there's where the heavy cord and the thinner light cord connect. I think I want to make sure that's inside. So I'm going to put this here just to take the weight off of that and to keep the glass, or keep the lights inside the glass. Now I did notice before I set all this up that my top was not entirely flat and level, and I'm using one of the dips in that as the spot where we're going to put the wire out. So this is our next step. Let me show you the dry fit, and you'll notice I'm getting a little wobbly there. So I want to make sure that I have adequate silicone on the rim to allow for that wobble and to seal it off. I feel pretty good about the way that seal went. If we're going to let this dry again all day or possibly overnight, but if I find that tomorrow I've got some gaps under there, which I don't think I do, but if I feel like it needs more, it'll be dry, I can turn it on its side and I can tuck in an extra little bead. But I think we're good. I really don't, because of the battery pack on this, I don't really see this as one I would be putting outside. This is probably going to be an indoor one, so I'm not as concerned about it being weather tight, but it is together. All right, we'll let that dry and we'll come back and have a look at that when it's finished and placed, and we can turn on the lights. And just to give you a taste of how it turned out, I will turn off the lights and you'll have a look at it. I don't know, it's super cool. It is super cool.